Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will see how to read an Avro file format as a data frame in Spark. Before moving on, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. Thank you. So before looking a sample code for reading an Avro file, let's see what is an Avro format. Avro, it's not only a file format, this is also a serialization and deserialization framework. And Avro uses JSON for defining data types and serializes data in a compact binary format. So what are the pros and cons of using Avro format? Avro supports block level compression. Let's look in the pros, and it supports the block level compression. And Avro files are splittable, and it's a row formatted data, so that's why it is splittable. And it provides full schema evaluation, means the fields can be renamed, added, deleted, and we can perform any kind of operations on the data, and we can still read the latest old files using the new schema. And Avro stores metadata along with the data, hence that's why it provides full schema evaluation. Now see some cons of using the Avro format. So Avro provides average read and write for performance, like it's neither slow nor too fast. So if you are mainly looking for performing some IO operations in your Spark job, then definitely this is not the best file format to work with. So when should we use Avro format? So let's say you have a requirement like there is a constant change in the schema, like some new columns will be added, old columns will be deleted, or some modifications to be done to the columns, like for the schema. Then this is the best file format to choose. Like if there is a schema evaluation, then you can blindly choose Avro as your default file format. So let's look into some sample code to see how to read Avro file format programmatically. So friends, this is the sample code that we are going to discuss today. I have created one Scala object and defined the main method. This property is set for some permissions for reading and writing from local disk, and created the Spark session. And friends, actually you need to download this jar, Spark Avro. Latest one available is 3.2.1. so you can download, or whichever is compatible based on the Spark and Scala versions that you have in your local machine, right? So based on that you can delete it from the Maven repository. You just Google search based on the Spark Avro, download Spark Avro jar for this Scala version. It will take you to the Maven repository and you can download the jar from there. So I'm creating a data frame. So let's see what is the input file that we are dealing with. See, this is the user data 5.avro which I have downloaded from the internet. This is a sample Avro file. So it's of course in not a human readable format. So so let's see how to read that. So what is the code I am using? That is Spark. This is the Spark, and I am calling the read function, then format Avro, and then load. This file I have saved into the Eclipse local folder, Eclipse folder, workspace folder. So that's why I'm directly calling this. If you are saving this in E drive or C drive, then you have to mention the full path here. So it's just the format and load. You don't even have to specify the header available or not, because we don't know, because Avro is not in human readable format. So now let's see the what data is present in this now, and let's print the schema of it. And you have noticed that I have not inferred the schema. Let's see how Spark infers the schema and prints the data. So you can see, right? So this is the data is being printed from an Avro format, from this format to this format. So it became like a table now. So that is the beauty of Spark, we should say. And if you see the schema, the registration a DTTM which is of string type, because this is a date, but usually it considers as a string in Spark, and ID is, it has taken the long, I mean it has the numbers, right? I mean here it is printing 20, but you're not sure how many more rows are there, so it has taken a long. Even though we have not inferred the schema based on the type of the data present in each column, it has inferred the scheme, I mean data type of each column. And first name string, last name string, and email as string, gender as string, and again CC is long. See, this is the long number for CC, maybe credit card number or something. So then country string, salary with a double. You can see, right, some decimal formats are present here. So similarly for all the columns, it has created a schema out of it, and it has printed the data frame in a human readable format. So this is how we will read the Avro file format using Spark SQL and using this jar, friends. Hope this is clear to you. Let me know if you have any further questions on this. Thank you for watching, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learning. Thank you.